Pernik is a city in western Bulgaria southwest of Sofia, with a population of 80,191 as of 2011. Pernik is the most populated city in western Bulgaria after Sofia. It is the main city of Pernik Province and lies on both banks of the Struma River in the Pernik Valley between the Golo Bardo Mountain, Vitosha Mountain, Lyulin and Viskyar mountains. Pernik is the main city of Pernik Province in western Bulgaria, neighbouring Serbia. Originally the site of a Thracian fortress founded in the 4th century BC, and later a Roman settlement, Pernik became part of the Bulgarian Empire in the early 9th century as an important fortress. The medieval town was a key Bulgarian stronghold during Bulgarian Tsar Samuil's wars against the Byzantine Empire in the 11th century, when it was governed by the local noble Krakra of Pernik, withstanding Byzantine sieges a number of times. From 1396 until 1878 the city was under Ottoman rule. In the 20th century Pernik developed rapidly as a center for coal mining and heavy industry. During the communist rule of Bulgaria it was called Dimitrovo between 1949 and 1962 after Bulgarian communist leader Georgy Dimitrov. The Serva International Festival of the Masquerade Games is held in the city every January. Serva is International Kukeri Festival in Pernik, Bulgaria, one of the biggest masquerade festival on the Balkans and Eastern Europe, conducted in the last 3 days of January. Economically Pernik is industrial town. Industry is of vital importance for the economy of the province. Pernik is the major manufacturing center, one of the largest in the country, with the Stomana steel complex, heavy machinery, brown coals, building materials and textiles being the most important. Near Pernik there is an enormous plant for heavy machinery in smaller town Radomir which produces excavators and industrial equipment, but is currently not working at full capacity. Pernik has 2 football teams, PFC Minor Pernik and FC Metalurg Pernik. The name Pernik is thought to have originated from that of Slavic god of thunder and lightning Perina, from a local boyar named Perin plus the Slavic place name suffix nik added, and was first mentioned in the 9th century. Location: Pernik is the second largest town in western Bulgaria. The town is located in the Pernik Valley at an altitude between 700 and 850 meters, length of 22 kilometers, and is surrounded by mountains Vitosha, Lyulin and Golo Bardo. Through the city flows the river Struma, which rises from Cherny Vrah, one of the largest rivers in the country, with a total length of 290 kilometers. The total area is 28,863 acres. Pernik is situated 30 kilometers southwest of the Bulgarian capital, Sofia. The territory of the town has many major roads, including Pan-European Corridor 8 and Pan-European Corridor IV, European Route E79, with Struma Motorway and Lyulin Motorway, which connects Central Europe and Greece. Pernik has 5 railway stations and railway stops. The town lies close to one of the oldest trade routes in the Balkans, which ran from Sofia to Dubrovnik via Skopje, Pristina, Sarajevo and Mostar. History: Pernik is a successor of the medieval town of Krakra. In the 4th century the Thracians built a fortress there. There is a rich collection of archaeological findings that evidence the existence of a Thracian settlement in the late Neolithic. The richest collection of pottery in the Central Balkans dates from that time. It is kept in the Historical Museum. The ancient Greek historian Thucydides read that in the territory of Pernik lives Thracian tribe of Agrianes. The author mentions them in describing tells about the march of the Odrysian king Sitalces against Macedonia in 429 BC. Other Thracian tribes in the area were Graite and Ilistus. The main city is called Adeva, on whose ruins was built Pernik. A wonderful exhibition of reliefs and sculptures is kept there, dedicated to the health-giving gods Asclepius and Hygeia, held in reverence in this region because of the presence of mineral springs. Bulgarians took advantage of the fortified spot and built one of the mightiest Bulgarian strongholds, Pernik. At the beginning of the 11th century, the settlement was a fortress impenetrable to the Byzantines. It was the seat of the legendary governor Krakra of Pernik, who played an important role in the time of the First Bulgarian Empire. In 1004, he bravely defended the fortress and several times stopped the offensive of the Byzantine Emperor Basil II to Serdica. After long fighting, Krakra caused severe damage to the Byzantine army and forced them to withdraw from his area. In 1016, Basil II again tried to attack Pernik. After 88-day siege and numerous losses, Byzantine emperor was forced to withdraw. The legend remains that the blood from the Byzantine warriors was so much that the rocks at the foot of the fortress of Pernik become red. Further came the name of the place around Bloody. In 1017, Krakra gathered a great army combined Pechenegs. Both army forces were preparing to strike at Byzantium to liberate the lands between the Danube and the Stara Planina from Byzantine invaders. The politics of Constantinople bribe Pechenegs and they break up the union with Bulgarians. After the death of Tsar Ivan Vladislav in 1018, who left no apparent heirs to the throne, Krakra successfully negotiated with the Byzantines that the Bulgarians keep their internal independence in the newly formed theme Bulgaria. All Bulgarian nobility remained untouched and Bulgarian forces fully armed. The head of the Bulgarian church also remained Bulgarian. Today, Pernik Fortress is one of the largest historic landmarks. In the time of the Ottoman occupation, Pernik lost its significance as a fortress because it was located deep in the interior. In the city had not settled any other ethnic groups except Bulgarians, and the population lives relatively calm in recent centuries. Until after the liberation of Bulgaria, Pernik was a small stock-breeding village, consisting of several scattered hamlets. The beginning of Pernik's modern history is set in the 20th century with the development of the rich coal beds of the region. According to some scientists, the existence of coal was already known in the 10th and 11th centuries. Before their industrial exploitation started, the local people dug it up with picks and shovels and transported coal with carts and wheelbarrows. Pernik's rapid development is associated with the large shipments of coal to the capital city, intended for household needs and for the railroad transport. Until then, coal for the railroads and the river and sea steamboats was delivered from as far as Cardiff in the United Kingdom. The first miners' quarters were built on the terrace of the Struma River. The beginning of the miners' settlement of Pernik was set 1 kilometer to the east of the village of the same name. It is a town since 1929, and since 1958, a regional center. The coal output reached its apogee at the time. Pernik has been an energy center of Bulgaria for a few decades. Population, ethnic, linguistic and religious composition. According to the latest 2011 census data, the individuals declared their ethnic identity were distributed as follows: Bulgarians 73,063, Gypsies 1,709, Turks 78, others 183, indefinable 218, undeclared 4,940. Total. There is not very large concentration of Gypsies within the city limits, as the Gypsies are 1,709 in the city and 1,781 in the municipality, while the Bulgarians are 73,063 in the city and 88,831 in the municipality. The Eastern Orthodox Christian is the predominant religion. Climate. Pernik is in moderate continental climate zone. Climatic conditions are influenced by the relatively high altitude 750 meters but also by the fact that Pernik is in between mountains, which creates a specific microclimate. Spring comes relatively late, in late March and early April. The average spring temperature is 10 degrees Celsius. Summer seasonal average temperature is about 22 degrees Celsius. The hottest month is July, an average monthly temperature 22.5 degrees Celsius. The absolute maximum temperature is 38.2 degrees Celsius. Autumn is warmer than spring, with seasonal average temperature of 11.2 degrees Celsius. http://www.stringmateo.com. Landmarks. Palaces of Culture, Pernik, urban theatre halls, orchestras, library, ensembles for folk songs and dances and more. Regional History Museum, Pernik. Underground Mining Museum, Pernik. Kraker's Fortress, Stronghold. Dulata Cave, the longest in Bulgaria. Dulata, with input from the southern slopes of Vitosha Mountain, is the longest cave in Bulgaria and deep 53 meters. A complex multi-labyrinth system located on 6 floors. Necropolis Archaeological Thracian tribe Agrianes from 8th to 4th centuries BC, about 20 kilometers south of Pernik to Struma motorway near the village of Dren. Necropolis was discovered in early 2012 during the excavation of the highway. Unique necropolis discovered in archaeological finds of gold Thracian treasure from breastplates, earrings, hairpins, jewelry and articles of silver and amber, which are stored in the Historical Museum of Pernik. Thracian sanctuary is included in the ranking The Wonders of Bulgaria 2013. Mountain Golo Bardo, immediately above city Pernik. Golo Bardo separating Pernik and Radomir valleys, in which the nature reserve Ostritsa, holy water area, Karst spring, living water, is near Vitosha village Bosna. From his fountain of happiness, according to tradition of the 17th century, drank only the righteous but sinners refused. Nature Reserve Ostritsa is located on the slopes of Mount Ostritsa in Golo Bardo Mountain. It is among the oldest protected areas in Bulgaria. Nightingale Hut in Golo Bardo, just above the city. Sacred Pit of Golo is an archaeological site located near the village of Golo in Pernik district. Lyulin Mountain to the north of Pernik. Come on the road to the villages Divitino and Lyulin. Mountainside is located Divitinsky Monastery, Holy Trinity. Church of St. John of Rila Pernik, Church St. George Street, Cherkovna District, Stoneware. Church St. Prophet Elijah Neighborhood, Moshino. Church St. Nicholas Neighborhood, Church Assumption, Uspany Bogorodachno Neighborhood, Istok, East. Monastery St. George the Conqueror Neighborhood, Whitewater, Belavoda. Monastery St. Petka Neighborhood, Kalkas. Monastery St. Panteleimon, the area in the lung hospital in Golo Bardo Mountain. Church St. Spars Neighborhood, Varos, at the foot of the fortress area Obrachishte. Famous natives. Kraker of Pernik. Georgy Dimitrov, politician. Georgy Parvanov, President of Bulgaria 2001 to 2011. Zadra Evtimova, writer. Boyan Radev, wrestler, 2-time Olympic champion, world champion, 3-time sportsperson of the year in Bulgaria. Ivo Angelov, wrestler, world champion, sportsperson of the year in Bulgaria 2013. Yoto Yotov, weightlifer, 1992 and 1996 Olympic silver medalist, 3-time world champion. Georgy Ananyev, politician, ex-defense minister. Roman Vasilev, IT expert, ex-minister of e-government 2013. Milko Kovachev, politician, ex-energy minister. Botai Takov, U.S., German and Columbia University professor, president of a Wall Street investment bank, worker in the U.S. Department of State, the United Nations and the World Bank, writer, awarded with Eleanor Roosevelt and Fulbright prizes. Rommel Ivanov, athlete, national champion 1500 and 800 meters. Valentin Kristov, athlete, weightlifting 1980 Olympic silver medalist. Kirill Ivkov, football player, two-time the best Bulgarian player of the year, silver Olympic medalist from 1968. Pavel Vladimirov, football player, striker, bronze medalist at the Olympics in 1956. Longtime captain of the Pernik, finalist for the National Cup in 1958 with Pernik, top scorer of Group A in 1956 with 16 goals scored. Vladislav Stoyanov, national football player, goalkeeper. Velizar Dimitrov, football player. Boris Gayudrov, ex-volleyball player, national player. Nikolai Vasilev Ivanov, ex-volleyball player, national player. Todor Asinov Skrimov, national volleyball player. Panka Matadivra, ex-national basketball player, Olympic vice-champion at the 1980 Moscow and bronze medal winner at the 1976 Montreal. Vladislav Sheva, ex-national basketball player, Olympic vice-champion at the 1980 Moscow. Milka Mihailova, athlete, multiple winner of the marathon in Sofia and other foreign marathons. Education. The first Bulgarian private technical university was established in 2010 in Pernik. The university was founded in close cooperation with nationally established industry partners. The European Polytechnical University offers bachelor, master's and PhD degrees in architecture, engineering and entrepreneurship, among others. The university is aiming internationally and offers all courses bilingually in Bulgarian and English languages. Now the city operates 11 elementary schools and 14 high school for learning foreign languages, economy high school, mathematics high school, schools sports and other events. January. Server International Kukeri Festival in Pernik, Bulgaria. One of the biggest masquerade festival on the Balkans and Eastern Europe, conducted in the last 3 days of January. Kukeri Server Festival in the town of Pernik is the most spectacular Kukeri event in Bulgaria. At the end of January, thousands of Kukeri participants from different regions of Bulgaria, as well as from all around the world, gather in Pernik from the 3-day event. Kukeri is a pagan Bulgarian tradition of Thracian origins. In ancient times, the old Thracians held the Kukeri ritual games in honor of god Dionysus. The Kukeri games are performed by men only, dressed in colorful handmade costumes and wearing scary masks. Each has also a leather belt around the waist with huge copper bells attached to it. The Kukers' masks are decorated with threads, ribbons, laces and usually represent animals like goats, bulls, rams, or even chicken. Some of the masks are double-faced. On one of the sides, the nose is snubbed and the face is good-humored. On the other side, the nose is hooked and the face is ominous. Those masks symbolize the good and the bad which coexist in the world. A very important thing for the symbolic meaning of the masks are the decoration colors. Red is the most used color, symbolizes fertility of the reviving nature, the sun and the fire. The black color represents Mother Earth and white is a symbol of water and light. The Kukers walk around, jump and dance special magic dances to scare away the evil spirits, to celebrate the beginning of the spring and hopes for a good harvest, health, land, fertility, and happiness. The festival held in Pernik is the oldest festival of the masquerade games in Bulgaria. The first edition was opened on January 16, 1966. In 1995, the International Federation of Carnival Cities accepted the town of Pernik as its full member. In 2009, Pernik was proclaimed as the European capital of Server-S and Mummas. The news that the kukeri tradition and the Server festival in Pernik will be included in UNESCO's list of protected non-material cultural heritage was announced before the inaugural ceremony of the 20th edition of the Mummery Fest, June Chicho-Stoyan Regional Children's Folklore Festival. International Student Festival, Green Light, the 19th of October, St. John of Rila, Day of the City. Folklore. Characteristic of the region is the folkloric dance, Grarovsko horo, and folk clothes, female costumes, Lititsi, women are bordered with black, Lititsi white shirts with belts. Over the last decade, Pernik is extremely famous in Bulgaria. Mass culture and the popular media often interpret events and people of the city. There are many jokes, movies, literature, TV shows and songs in which the main subject is a citizen of Pernik. According to them, a typical man from Pernik is always ready to get into a fight, speeds with his car, and talks with a specific dialect. His distinguishing features are the miner's hat with a flashlight, t-shirts of the local football team, minyor and miner bracket in the hand, economy and commerce, manufacturing companies, Stomana industry, large enterprise for the production and marketing of steel and steel profiles. Open cast coal-Est Pernik, Odkratvageldebiv mines EAD, production and trade with brown coal, heat, electrical central tech, Republika Pernik, generation of electricity and steam, air liquid Pernik, part of world leader in gases, technologies and services for industry and health. Lemitrifo, produce three-phase oil immersed transformers. Sami M specialized meat processor for semi-ready products from red and white meats. Prim, production of meat products. Blue Point, factory for swim and beachwear. Central Enrichment Factory, Pernik. Central Narobogatelna Fabrika, enrichment brown coals. ZGMM Corporation, manufacturer for metal cutting machines. Kolida Metal, manufacture of other fabricated metal products. Adding Pernik, part of Adding ADING, is a leading company in Southeast Europe in production and sale of construction chemicals. Silkotech Bulgaria Limited. Pernik benefits from Swiss management and is part of the multinational Silkotech Group, specialized in two-component, liquid silicon and engineering plastics molding. Puratos Pernik, Belgium company, food products, bread, bakery products. Welding machines is the successor of the former factory welding machines. Krakow-based Pernik. The production program of the company covers more than 25 welding products, welding transformers, welding rectifiers, argon arc welding, burners and burners mini kit, oxygen cutting torches and set burners and oxygen cutting torch. Several companies declared bankruptcy after failure. Privatization are glass factories, Crystal for building panels, DF concrete, Beton for steel profiles, Legai Popov, Kamit, Sa for the production of Pectin AD, first Bulgarian machine building plant, Struma, the older thermal power plant, TPP, Pernik, and other companies. Because of this, the city has a lot of empty factory buildings and infrastructure areas. Commerce, city department store, Gum, Pernik. Office building, Elena. Hypermarket Villa 2 stores. Hypermarket Kaufland 2 store. Supermarket CBA 3 stores. Supermarket T-Market 2 stores. Supermarket Little 2 stores. Supermarket Penny Market 1 stores. Supermarket DM 1 stores. Techno Commerce 3 stores. Technopolis 1 store. Techno Market 1 store. Yavor Big Furniture Store. A shopping mall is being built to host famous and international brands. Sport. The town is home to the Pernik football team, who play in the Bulgarian A professional football group as of the 2008-09 season, a long-time participant in the group. Also football club Metalurg, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, weightlifting, boxing and other sports clubs. 5 kilometers west of the town of Pernik in the village Rudatsi has mineral water and swimming pool. Sports facilities of the following: Stadium of Peace, capacity 8,000 seats. Stadium Metallurg, Rugby Stadium, Rollers, Sports Hall, Boriska Udrov, a capacity of 2,000 seats. Sports Hall Metallurg, Sports Hall Krakra, Sports Hall Druzhba, Horse Racecourse, Complex Sport Park, Indoor Hall Mini Football, Ice Rink Ice Park, Ast Sports Complex, tennis courts, several fitness centers, mineral swimming pools in the village of Rudatsi 4 kilometers east of the city. City beach with an outdoor swimming pool in the central city park. Motocross runway 2 kilometers north of the city. Historical events and facts. 7th to 11th centuries, Pernik is economic, military and cultural center in the southwestern Bulgarian lands. Pernik town joined the First Bulgarian Empire in 816. The fame of city is associated mostly with Boyar Krakra Pernik, who had determined resistance of the Byzantines in the beginning of the 11th century. 10th century, St. John of Rila went to Pernik and settled down in stony place near the river called Struma. In the end of the 12th century the fortress of Krakra was destroyed, but the village still exists. 19th to 20th centuries, from agricultural region Pernik town became an important center of mining, metallurgy and engineering. 1891 opening of the first state mine Pernik. 1893 opening of the railway line Sofia.It gives new opportunities to the village of Pernik. The railway station was built in 1927. 1895 first bulb in Bulgaria lights up in Pernik. 1899 the first power plant in Bulgaria is built in Pernik. 1903 announcement of St. Ivan Rilski, the patron saint of miners and town of Pernik. 1906 the first mass strike in Bulgaria. Strikers rising require an 8-hour workday, the right of association of miners in the syndicate and regular payment of wages. The strike ends with victory for the workers. The wages are increased. 1919 second strike of Pernik mine workers. 7,000 miners suspended from work. In the very next day management of the mine Pernik sign a protocol, which obliged them to pay wages for the last 2 months and to pay regular wages of the workers in the future. 1932 to the building of the mining department is completed. 1944 third strike of Pernik workers. In front of building of mining department thousands of workers organized a rally that quickly turns into anti-government demonstration. In clashes with police were killed 6 workers, 13 are injured. On the 9th of September 1944 the government falls. 1934 to 1953 in the area of Pernik many factories are built. 1953 opening of dam Studena. 1953 completed the post office in the center of Pernik. 1957 opening of the city palace complex of culture. 1966 the first officially conducting of the international festival Serbia. 1968 construction of a city department store Gum. 1972 completed hotel Struma. 1978 completed the building of the municipality. 1982 created today's center area of Pernik. 2010 European Polytechnical University is open for the first time in Pernik. 2012 May 22nd a strong earthquake shaking Pernik. Earthquake has magnitude 5.8 and is accompanied by a strong roar caused by friction of the tectonic plates. Municipality. Pernik is the seat of the eponymous Pernik municipality, which includes the following 24 places: international relations, twin towns, sister cities. Pernik is twinned with honor. Pernik Peninsula in Gremland, Antarctica is named after the city of Pernik. Gallery.